Welcome to ENT student for discussion on olfactory neuroblastoma. The most important points for exam. Let us see point by point. It is described by Berger in 1924. Olfactory neuroblastoma has got various different names. The names are esthesioneuroblastoma, esthesioneuroblastoma, esthesioneuroepithelioma, esthesioneuroepithelioma, esthesioneurocytoma, esthesioneurocytoma, neuroendocrine carcinoma, neuroendocrine carcinoma, because it is originating from neural crest cells, neuroendocrine carcinoma. The origin is neural crest cells, that is olfactory neuroepithelium. The neuroepithelium is a cell of origin, as you could see here. They form 10% of the sinonasal tumors. Sinonasal tumors being 1 to 3% of head and neck. They form 10%. Out of every 10 cancers, 1 cancer will be olfactory neuroblastoma. With male equivalent to female. Male and female are equally getting this disease. With bimodal distribution, 15 years to 50 years of age. 15 is the first peak, second peak is the 50 years. They present with regular rhinosinusitis like complaints, therefore we miss it. What are the complaints possible? Nasal block, rhinorrhea, epistaxis, anosmia, facial pain and diplopia. 70% of the patients, they are locally advanced cases, and cervical lymph nodes nearly 25% of the cases. Cervical lymph nodes in 25% of the cases. They may present as a sessile or polypoidal lesion from the roof of the nasal cavity. CT scan and MRI are helpful for the diagnosis, especially MRI is for the orbital invasion, that is soft tissues of the orbit. Advanced cases, they present with bone destruction, orbital destruction, PNS destruction and intracranial extension. If we take the pathology, there are rosettes, pseudo-rosettes, sheets, clusters, fibrovascular stroma. Stroma is the central thing. Rosettes, pseudo-rosettes, sheets, clusters, fibrovascular stroma. Normally the cells are like this with a pale eosinophilic cytoplasm and indistinct borders. Cytoplasm is pale and eosinophilic, and the nuclei are round with dense chromatin. They do have a low mitotic rate. There are two types of rosettes possible. Homan-Wright pseudo-rosettes. Homan-Wright is a pseudo-rosette, not a real rosette. 50% of the cells, they have this Homan-Wright pseudo-rosettes 50% of the times, and they have a central pink fibrillar stroma. Which is seen like this and surrounded by cells like this. Whereas Flexner rosettes, they have a tubular pattern in the center. Surrounded by cells like this. Flexner rosettes have tubular pattern in the center, surrounded by cells. Diagnosis is by means of electron microscopy and immunohistochemistry, which helps in the diagnosis. Markers like neuron specific kinolase, chromogranin and synaptophysin are helpful in the diagnosis. Neuron specific kinolase, chromogranin and synaptophysin helpful in the diagnosis. Rosettes can be diagnosed by S100. Taking the Hayam's grading. Hayam's grading helps us in knowing about the growth, architecture, mitotic activity, necrosis, nuclear pleomorphism, rosette and fibrillar stroma. Growth, architecture, mitotic activity, necrosis, nuclear pleomorphism, rosettes and fibrillar stroma formation. Higher grade has got poorer prognosis. So let us see 1, 2, 3, 4 grades of Hayam's grading, very important. Fibrillar matrix in grade 1 is more common. So this matrix is more common in the case of grade 1. The matrix is more and more, and in grade 2 it is sum and minimum and it is none. As we grow the grades 1, 2, 3, 4, the matrix becomes 0 here. If you take the nuclei, they are uniform here. They are uniform in grade 1. And then by the way we go to grade 4, there is nothing like a nucleus and it is not seen properly. And grade 3 has got association with Flexner rosettes. Grade 3 has got flexner rosettes. Nuclear pleomorphism is not seen in grade 1, it is moderate in grade 2 and it is seen in grade 3 and it is marked. The pleomorphism of the nuclei is marked in grade 4. Mitosis, there is no mitosis here, some mitosis in the grade 2, prominent mitosis and more mitosis in grade 4. As we go to grade 4, mitosis increases. Necrosis also most in the grade 4 and none in the grade 1 and grade 2. There is some amount of necrosis here. Thank you for watching part 1 of olfactory neuroblastoma by ENT student. Thank you very much.